Well, June is National Home Ownership Month, and sales of existing homes this year are up 6% from this time last year. Scott McElmurray with Bank of Little Rock Mortgage joins us with ways to prepare for buying a home. Scott, so good to see you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in today.
Sure.
Let's start with knowing how much mortgage that you can afford. That's a big thing that you have to know.
Great place to start, right? Well, there's kind of two components to that. A lender's going to look at your income, your gross income, and say, well, you shouldn't have any more than 28 to say 33% of that gross income. So if you make $60,000 a year, that's $5,000 a month. $1,650 would probably be the max payment. That would include taxes and insurance. Of course, the second component is what you can afford from a monthly budget standpoint. And most people find that what they would be comfortable with each month is a little bit less than what you could actually qualify for.
Yeah, they'll tell you that you can have a whole lot
That's
more
right,
than what you might want. Very important to keep that in mind. Also, check your check current mortgage rates.
Obviously, interest rates are a component of that payment. So as rates are low, it gives you more buying power. You can borrow more money, buy more home on a lower payment. And of course, as rates increase, that erodes some of that buying power. So it's important to stay abreast. Rates are right around 4% for a conventional loan, a little bit less for a government loan. But the concern is that we may see interest rates increase toward the end of the year. So now's a good time.
Okay, also check your credit score as well.
We're going to run your credit.
Yeah.
And so a credit score of 740 or better on a conventional loan is going to get you the best terms. Credit score below 620, it's going to make it difficult to get a loan. So if you have, say, a 700 credit score, a very good score, might have a slightly higher interest rate, maybe an eighth of a point, depending on your down payment.
And finally, check your cash in hand because it costs a lot a lot of money to buy a house. Yeah.
Well, it's a good segue. Down payment's going to range anywhere from, say, 3.5% for a a government loan to as much as you want to put down. We usually use 20% for a conventional loan as a benchmark because at 20% or more, you're going to eliminate that monthly mortgage insurance cost. If you're a veteran, good news, you get 100% financing for a veteran loan. Or if you're buying in a rural development or a rural community, you can potentially qualify for a rural development loan, which was also 100% financing. And then you have closing costs in association with that, but those are negotiable typically with the seller.
Okay, some very good advice for those of you considering buying a home. Scott McElmurray with Little Rock Bank, Bank of Little Rock Mortgage, with ways to prepare today. Scott, thank you so much for coming in.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate it.